So today we have been cleaning cars like very, very, very intensely, and the M3 is finally sort of clean. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. You can see JeepGuy's beat in the background, but the M3 is finally some sort of resemblance of clean. We hit it with a bunch of wheel cleaner and washed it, waxed it, so it's not perfect. It needs to be buffed, obviously. As you can see, there's a little bit of there's some scratches in the paint and there's some swirling and stuff, but it's 150,000 mile paint, so it's a little bit tired. But we're going to actually be driving the Beat in a little while, because I've never actually spent a long amount of time in this car, so I'm gonna put the camera on my head and we're gonna hop in that when the detail is done, and we're gonna see what it's like. So, hello. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? Finally it's running. Right, I know it's a little bit windy out, guys, but this is JeepGuy's Honda Beat, and we are gonna drive it, and I'm super excited to do that. So, as you can see, there's pretty much nothing besides you've got the back of the car, which has the engine in here, right which here basically this is your engine cover, you do your and your radiator is under this clamshell, which it actually does open like a clamshell. And again, I do apologize for the wind. I hope the audio comes out okay, but without any further ado, let's get in and drive it, because I really want to drive it. And we're already in gear. What's that light?
That is your e-brake.
Oh, probably take that off.
Yep.
You have to kind of ride the clutch a little bit. Not much, but a little.
Put the windows up, just
for audio.
Wind noises. We can put the top up. We have to.
The steering is surprisingly heavy for what it is, but it's also unassisted. So you have no power steering, but you know what? In a car this small and light, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. By the way, I'm flooring it. All, what, 63 horsepower?
64.
Oh, okay. Oh! He has told me to keep an eye on the temperature gauge, because when he imported this car from Japan, it did have a blown head gasket, which he did replace, but I think that was a bump stop.
Yes.
But anyway.
So the only thing I have done to this vehicle so far,
right,
is we've upgraded the radiator.
Right.
Honda Civic half radiator, just a base.
Yeah. Is it like what, like an EG radiator?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And I've had it lowered a little bit, so the suspension is retardedly stiff. That's how it came from Japan. Modifications is it's on coilovers, fully adjustable coilovers.
Yep. Which we don't know the brand of, by the way.
I'm told they are a high dollar brand. That's all I was told.
But we don't know. Yeah. So, oh man, listen to the ITBs. God, I really hope you guys can hear that. I really hope you guys can hear that. I really do.
I do have, they are aftermarket wheels. They're N keys. They're 13. It's a 13 in the front, a 14 in the rear.
Oh, that's so weird.
And it's also the only other modification done is they're technically high performance grip tires.
Okay, they're a Yokohama Advan. What's the code for them? Do you remember?
It's like NA07 or something like that.
They're kind of they're kind of similar to the 8008.
Yes.
Which is like a 200 tread wear kind of sporty tire that we get here in the US. Thank you.
Dude on the bikes.
Here we go. 8,000 RPM. That's amazing.
And so we've hit the rev limiter once in this car, and it has a very Honda-y rev limiter.
Is it like?
It's
and that's awesome.
Instead of, like the older Civics are just bum.
Right.
It's got a very good rev limiter. I try not to hit it much.
Yeah, I'm trying not to beat it up too much. God, it's so hilarious. It's very go-karty.
Yes.
I mean, that's the biggest vibe I'm getting from this car. And I know that that's super cliche. And why are you stopping in the middle of the road? I know that's super cliche to say, but the front end bumped a little bit right there. But I know it's super cliche to say that it's got go-kart like handling, but a lot of people say that in like a general sense, like, oh, it handles like a go-kart. This actually, like, go to a go-kart track and drive a go-kart and then drive this, it actually handles like kind of like a go-kart. Oh, this is awesome.
And you can kind of do that in this car. You can just chuck it in and it will just kind of hop if you're turning too much and kind of plow, and then eventually it'll just die.
This is awesome, by the way. I can totally understand why you would have one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, I really want to drive a cappuccino so I can see what that's like, but after like just a short drive so far, I can see why people love these. Sorry about that stick.
Yeah, it's just storms.
Yeah. But no, like you could practically almost fit 2 of these in the same lane.
Oh, well, for comparison, we can fit a Honda Grom, the rider feeling comfortable, and this in the same lane, right next to each other.
Basically.
Oh, we gotta remember about that on the way back.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do have to remember that. But it's so playful. It's so playful, and like, everything is light. The steering, even though it's not powered, is pretty light. The clutch is light, the brake pedal's light, the throttle's light. It's all light. I mean, this makes a Miata feel like an F-250. It really does. And I'm not saying that to insult Miatas. I mean, hell, if this makes a Miata feel like an F-250, then it makes my S2000 feel like a semi. Are these the brakes that came on it from Japan? You haven't touched them?
I had there's Brembo stickers on the car.
Let's give it a little test and see what. Okay, they're okay. They're not like.
I have Honda paperwork coming out from underneath my seat.
They're not. I wouldn't write home about them, but they're plenty for the car. You know what I mean?
They will lock.
I'm sure they will. Are they manual?
No. It is.
Oh no, they're power. Yeah, they're power. I remember seeing the booster.
That's going to be a hell of a vacuum line.
Yeah, I'm sure. Whoop! Oh my God, I love it. I love it. It's so much fun.
Man, it's packed down there today.
It's a very easy car to heel toe as well. I mean, now keep in mind, the previous owner, for everybody watching, the previous owner put these really wide Sparco pedals, like pedal caps, in this car. And I don't know if I'm a fan of them or not. I mean, they're okay, but I don't know if I would personally have them if it was my car. In fact, Caleb was thinking about getting rid of them, but he doesn't know yet. Ah, it plays around. I love it. Oh my God. Ah, that's amazing. This is putting such a big smile on my face that it's just, it's so good. It is so good, and I absolutely just, I adore this car. I mean, and you know what's actually really interesting is I can feel the Honda-ness.
Yes.
Like it drives like a Honda. And that's one of the things I was curious about is it gonna still drive like a Honda, even though it's a JDM car, it's a K car, it's totally different than anything we ever got here in the US. But it drives very Honda-like. I mean, you almost feel, I'm like, yeah, I can feel like, my S2000, I'm like, okay, yeah, these cars are from the same family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's like it's got the Honda dynamic that I love. Like, I could totally see myself owning one of these.
Well, the cool thing that I like to tell people about this car is, for starters, this and the Honda S2000 are the only 2 convertibles that Honda ever created.
Okay, well, the 660.
Minus the 660.
The 660, you gotta remember the 660.
But technically the 660 is just a predecessor to the Beat.
You mean a successor?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize you had a Broadway mirror.
Yes.
Why is it facing away from me?
I don't know.
It's facing.
I think it got bumped.
Because I was gonna say it's not very effective pointing away from the the direction of the driver.
For me very well.
Obviously. Well, second to third, or third to second, going. Ow! Oh.
Right in the eye.
Yep. Right in the eye with water. Ah.
So, for those of you who are out there that wonder, how do you get this?
Right.
I'm not, I don't know, it depends if you would like, if you'd be okay with me advertising.
That's fine.
So I now advertise for a company who I'm also a good friend with, my good friend, Scott. He runs MSA Imports, and we might be also reviewing his car.
Right.
He runs MSA Imports. I am going to be based out of North Carolina. He is moving to Maryland, and he will be based out of Maryland. We will be importing cars. I will be importing to Savannah. He will be importing to Baltimore Port. He helped me buy this. So please, I don't want to get people's hopes up.
Keep in mind, he bought this with a blown head gasket.
I bought this with a blown head gasket. They were trying to get rid of it, and it had a bunch of other problems. Like the top was toast.
Yeah.
I bought this for $2,900 landed me picking it up at the port.
Which is ridiculous.
Which is stupid. You will never find another deal like this.
Yeah.
This was such a rare deal.
Yeah. This was
you will normally pay four to six.
4 to 6, yeah.
For one of
that
these.
sounds about right.
But
I'm gonna give them some room because I want to at least rip on it one last time before we end the video.
I will also say to that, but you will be buying a beautiful car if you're paying.
Oh yeah, if you get one of these for like let's say if I wanted to buy one. If I said, hey, I want a Honda Beat, here's $6 grand. What would you be able to find me?
You would be getting like
super low mile,
maybe a 50,000 kilometer, beautiful. The top's in good condition, paint in good condition, and probably gonna have some mods.
Yeah. All right, let's rip on it one last time. Floored. Sounds so good with those ITBs, man. Let's give it a little heel toe. It sounds so good. Oh, sorry.
Alright, get hit with the tire. I'm not worried about it.
God, I really hope you guys can hear that. Caught myself. It was third.
Yep.
Oh man, I love this car.
This is a tighter gearbox than S2000, isn't it?
It's a little notchier. I wouldn't say it's tighter. But no, this thing is awesome. I love it.
It's crazy how tight that is, and that's including shifter linkage.
Ooh, Colorado ZR2. But yeah, 10 out of 10 IGN. Game of the year.
Whoa.
Game of the year right here. Forza needs a K-car car pack.
Oh my God, Forza, for the love of God, get us some goddamn K-cars. There's so many to choose from. Just literally Google K-car.
Literally, yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. I had a blast driving this car. Hopefully the audio came out good. We'll see you guys next time.